Hi, this is Eve. I am here to share with you about death and death doors, and either death being a metaphor to our life's journey, or if we're facing death, or if we know loved ones who have passed over, this message may be for you. I've been on quite a journey. First, starting with Epstein-Barr, chronic Epstein-Barr. I know I was born with it, but when it occurred on the really chronic level, I was bedridden, and then I got Lyme disease, and then managed to clear those, which were very difficult. But then once that was clear, cancer came in. And I had been on a journey of clearing it, reoccurrence. Then I'd cleared it for a couple years, and it just reoccurred this year. Tremendous amount of pain. It went through the lymph and the bones, and I was pretty much in a wheelchair, bedridden, and also an entire community came by my side and lifted me up so I was able to go through my natural treatments and going to the doctor. Well, the kind of terror and the pain and also the judgment I was experiencing was really incredible. Pain really crippled me, and crippled me in a way that my spirit was crushed. And I was visited by 3 owls. So I was experiencing myself leaving my body and experiencing otherworldly things like I normally can do because I'm a channel as well. And I was able to see three owls in different days. 3 different owls visited me. Death was calling me back home. And because of my upbringing and my lineage, I'm born into a lineage of healers, and my grandmother was a shaman. In Cuba, they called her spiritista, but she was a trance medium channel. And she would tell me that once the owl visited 3 times, that somebody would pass. It's a calling back to the other side. And as a little girl, I would see these owls, and on the 3rd night, somebody would die the next morning. We had a front door neighbor die. We had family members die. It was something that occurred often. I was able to see in between the worlds. I was able to communicate with spirit. I was able to see, I was around it all the time, and my mother was a prophetic dreamer. And when I hit 19, I was brought up by mediums and channels and psychics and people in the healing worlds. And so this is truth for me, I'm trying to say. And so these owls came to visit in my dreams this year, and I was visiting other people, friends, and family members, like in spirit form, like I was already passed over. And so with this profound experience, I took myself to the desert in the ceremony, and I was in ceremony, and I was receiving a tremendous channel download, not really download, more of a connection. And it was the council, my council of 12, I call them. And the council is there when we choose to come into the body and we choose our life lessons, like maybe I'm going to choose divorce or loss or cancer or disease, so we can learn and evolve and learn our virtues. That's Earth School. The council is also there when we choose to go. And so they were here with me, opening the door and asking me to come home if I wanted to, with support and love. And I felt so unconditionally loved at this moment. It wasn't only what I heard or saw, witnessed, but what I felt. I felt non-judgment, and I felt all that burden lift off of me of my own judgment towards my experience. Even though I knew that when my friends have passed away from cancer, and I've was there speaking to them in spirit. They were also in a non-judgmental place. There was nothing wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing that could have been done. This is my way out. I chose this path to leave the body. There was no judgment on it. Knowing this and learning it in that way was one thing, but to embody it in this way where I'm communicating from my higher self to this council in such a clear way, it was so profound that I will never forget. And that's why I want to share that if you have been experiencing others dying around you, or even the judgment of they should have done it this way or that way or whatever, healing could be a miracle healing in a second, which I've experienced many times. But it also could be here for us to learn and grow, and maybe a miracle 1 second healing wouldn't serve us if we don't learn the lesson, the virtue. And so I've learned so many virtues through this journey, especially acceptance this year and to let go. And so I wanted to share that little story with you just in case you needed to hear that today. Lots of love. Till the next time.